Welcome to my channel. Um, Thanks to all the persons who have subscribed and who have liked and shared. Um, I want to tell you all thanks. All right, I have a story to share. This story is about my cancer journey. Shout out to all the cancer survivors, and I pray for the other persons who are going through their cancer struggle right now. I pray for them a speedy recovery, and I know the Lord will find give you the strength to carry on and provide the funds that you need to do your procedure. So let me tell you what my story. I had a cyst on my shoulder, and the cyst kept growing. I'm saying, oh, it's just a little cyst, but it started to growing on my left shoulder. Then it started protruding through my clothes. When I wear it, it was obvious. So after a while, when it started getting bigger now, I decided I was going to the doctor. So I went to the doctor and I said, Doc, there's a cyst on my shoulder and I'm really concerned. So he examined it and he rocked it from side to side and he said, cysts are never generally cancerous. So we sat there and then he said, I'm gonna need to do it. He's gonna have to cut it, do an operation on it to get rid of it. He then said to me, the procedure is gonna cost a bit, so I am gonna refer you to the hospital where it will be of a low cost. So he gave me a referral to the hospital. Right, so I went to the hospital. I think it was the following day, took the referral in, and the doctors examined me at the hospital, prepared for me to do the biopsy. So they went and they did the test. I did the surgery and went home. I arranged to do the surgery. Went back to the hospital, did the surgery, went home. So I was at work one day now and I got a call from the hospital that the results are here took about 3 weeks. Yes, about 3 weeks before I got the result. So they said the results are here, you need to come in for the results. So I was there, I went to my boss and I said to him, sir, but he knew about my cyst and he was the one who gave me the time off to go to do the operation. So I then informed him that I got a call now, and he said to me, the call that I got from the hospital was that I need to come in now. So I said, why does he sound like that? I need to come in now. So I said, all right. They cannot tell me anything over the phone, it's protocol. So I went to my boss and I said, sir, the hospital called, the results are in, and I need to get to the hospital right away. And he said, all right, he's sure. He gave me the time off and told me to go ahead. So I went to the hospital, and the doctor said, I have a seat. And he said, are you okay? And I said, yes. And he had me there. He was, chit-chatting with me a bit, I guess, to get me comfortable and stuff. And then he said to me, the results are in, and the result is cancerous. So I said, cancerous? I say, I wonder if the doctor is looking on the right result. Is it my name on the result? So I said, Doc, are you sure it's my result you're speaking about? And he said, yes. And I sat there, I was spaced out for a bit, and I said to myself, cancer. How did this cancer thing come about? And then I said to the doc, I said, Doctor, what causes cancer? How do one get cancer? Well, I don't remember what he said. But then he said to me, you need to start doing chemotherapy right away. Folks, I was mad. I was sad. I had mixed feelings. My head was all over the place. I didn't know what to do, but I know I had to go in. So I reached out back to my boss because I was not at the hospital. So I called him, told him what was happening, told him what the doctor says I need to do. He gave me some time off. He said, go and do what you have to do, Miss Campbell, because the results are in and I needed to started doing chemo because the doctor said I need to do chemo right away. I went home. I had a sleepless night because yes, knowing that people have cancer and people have survived, but before me I am seeing death. So anyway, I went home, got myself together, went to the hospital and started my chemotherapy. It was hard. So I did the I started doing the chemo, and then guys, it's bringing back memories. It's sad. It's not a nice thing to talk about, but I'm sharing. So I sat there after I finished getting the chemo. Immediately as I finished, I wanted to throw up. I started having feelings. So the doctor said I was to go to the pharmacy and they gave me something to avoid me vomiting. And I took it and went home, and all I wanted to do was just rest. You started feeling all kind of things happening to you. You started feeling sick, you want to vomit, you feel it was restless. So I'm there. Within a week after doing the chemo, I had I'd braided my hair backwards. I'd braided it backwards. So I went in the mirror, brushing up your hair, you braid and you neating up the front parts, and you started to brush it, and then I realized that the braid was standing up. It wasn't lying down on my hair. So I put my hand there and I started trying to put it down, but it wouldn't go down. And then I realized that all the braids were coming off. So I went to the bathroom and I started taking the braids out. They came out one by one because it was cornrow, so they kept coming out in my hand. And after I finished taking the cornrows out, I realized I was bald. People. I was bald. And it came out, all my hair, I lost all my hair, I lost everything. And then I also realized afterwards that my fingernails started getting black. My tongue started getting black after you doing the chemo. I'm a slim person. As slim as I am, I started losing weight, and as dark as I am, I started getting darker. And I went, it was every 3 weeks you had to go into the chemotherapy, every 3 weeks. But I started feeling weak. But I had a good boss at work, and he provided transportation for me, for them to pick me up, take me to the hospital, etc. And yes, he was a very good doctor, and I got time off from work to do my chemo. And because I couldn't work, it was so shout out to the persons who are doing chemotherapy and are able to manage, you know, although there are different doses when it comes to the chemo. So but it has been a struggle. So I did the chemo, went back, keep going back to the hospital to do chemo. And then I also, but I realized something because I started doing some research and stuff. And I said to myself, this calls for a change of diet. So what I did, I'm not really, this is not really a recommendation, but I'm just telling you what I did. I changed my diet. So I realized that cancer survive on sugar. Cancer love a lot of sugar, and it survive on a lot of protein as well. So I stopped eating meat. I only ate fish. Well, up to this point, I only eat fish alone, and a lot of vegetable. And I did my herbs along with my chemotherapy. I was taking a lot of herbs in and stuff, you know, to anything to keep the cancer down. I did it. And the aloe, I did aloe. I took aloe, a lot of herbs. I did it. And I also, after I was finished doing my chemotherapy, I went and I did radiotherapy. The radiotherapy was for 8 weeks, Mondays to Friday, 8 weeks. That was that wasn't bad, but then you know it's radio therapy. So while I was there doing the radiotherapy, I had to lie on my tummy, and the doctors, the radiotherapist, radiology, I can't even pronounce it. They said to me, if you move, it will puncture your lungs or your heart. So I had to lay still on my tummy, and they put a mark on the back where they want to direct the laser to. And it was so, because you know it's razor, I said my back, but on my chest got very dark after a while, because you know it's heat going through your system. So I went through that, and I realized after I finished doing the radiotherapy, I had breathing problem. I don't know if it's a combination of the chemo and the radio, but I had to start getting the doctor have to give me the pump that the asthma persons use, persons who have asthma. So I started using that. But guys, it has been a journey. It hasn't been nice. It hasn't been nice. Financially, it takes a toll on you, mentally, physically, and as I said, but thanks for my I had a very good boss, Mr. McCloughin. He was there for me. My other boss, my co-workers, I had family members, neighbors. So I give shout out to all the persons who were there for me while I was going through my cancer journey. I give thanks that I'm on this side and I'm not on the other side. So I give praises and honor to the Lord. So Lord, this is my cancer journey. I just wanted to share a little with you, and I wanted you to just thank you for subscribing and sharing to my channel. Alright, so I have lots more stories to tell you, but keep watching. Thanks again for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. And the other persons who are view, please subscribe as well. Thanks again, guys. See you on the next one.